Feels like you're in a tunnel compared to the other one, maybe.
Hello, good morning. Welcome to Bars and Bells. My name is Ian.
I'm Lauren.
And together, we're going to train with our body weight and you. And whether you're at home or at the gym or at work or still in bed and just here for the watch, we're here too. We're going to start with our breath. We'll start with our nice simple things, work into our cool dancey things the way Lauren just did.
Yes, just getting.
So take your time. Get down to the floor or in your comfy chair, and we're going to start with our breath. I'll be down in my lunge or on my knees here. Take a moment. For a moment here again, one hand chest and one hand belly. Breathe into that chest with shallow breaths. Exhale. Repeat one more breath, intentionally filling the upper chest. Feel that rise and ultimately feel the fall. Then at the belly, breathe in down low with our big belly breath, filling, pushing out on an inhale, and then exhaling and pulling in. Do that a couple more times, keeping the chest quiet. Breathing into the belly, exhale, and we'll do that one more time. Breath in the belly, and then exhale. I think it's a physics question, Lauren. You ready for it?
Uh-oh.
Air will move from high to low or low to high.
High to low.
High to low. Today we're going to focus on inhaling and letting the automatic response of physics, maybe I'm misusing that term, to help us with the exhale. Let's do that together, and then we'll do it in a more repeated or repped fashion. Take a 4-second inhale and don't breathe out. You ready? 3, 2, inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now hold. And breathe in just a little bit. And hold. 2, 3, 4. And then breathe in just a little bit. And then nice and slow, let that out. Did you have some room to top up? There would have been some seepage or some of the air that would have escaped during an unintentional exhale. For 5 in a row, 4 seconds of a breath on an inhale, 4 seconds hold, inhale again. Ready to go, Lauren?
Mm-hmm.
Breath in, 3, 2, 4-second inhale. Hold. Inhale. Hold. Inhale. Hold. Are we still breathing the belly? Inhale one more. And then a slow exhale. Relax. I like to do that one more time. 4 breaths, 4 seconds in, 4-second hold. Repeat the in, the in, the in, the in. Ready to go, Lauren? Ready to go at home?
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Breath in for 4, 3, 2, hold. Inhale. Hold. Are we still feeling the belly? Inhale for breath 3 of 4. And one more inhale. And a slow exhale. I'd like to come back to that breath in a moment, but until we do, let's toss it to Lauren and play with those ankles.
Oh, I'm going to stay down here.
Yeah, I'm getting down too.
So if you're not down here, you should come on down. Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Gently. Gripping, bringing one leg up and gripping behind
What TV
me.
show does that make you think of? Come on down.
The Price is Right.
The Price is Right. Okay, cool.
First, let's point our foot. And when we're in this pointed foot, gently start curling your toes as if you're going to grab your socks underneath them from that pointed foot. And then relax your toes. Pull your foot into the flexed foot. And in that flexed foot, try to keep the foot there, but grab your socks again. And hold your socks there for 3, 2, and then let go of your socks and point your foot again. From that pointed foot, we're going to pick up our socks. So grip your toes. Keep your socks underneath your toes as you pull back to dorsiflexion again. Don't let go of your socks this time. Keep holding onto them. Dorsiflex that foot and hold it in that flexed position for 3, 2. Now don't go anywhere. Keep it. Without moving your knee or your shin, can you wave that foot from side to side while holding onto your socks this whole time? Don't let them go. 1 or 2 more waves. Back to center. Relax the foot and try to wiggle it out now. Let it be loosey-goose after it picked up all your socks. Your foot can come to my house. And then switch legs.
There's lots of my socks around.
Other leg comes up, gently grabbing behind the knee. Light pointed foot, just test in the waters. No toes yet. Pointed foot. Pull the foot to that dorsiflexion again. Toes are just chilling right now. We'll go back to that pointed foot. And we'll curl our toes like we're gripping Ian's socks underneath them to pick them up off the floor. Hold that position for 3, 2, relax the toes, pull it back to dorsiflexion or that flex foot. And then same thing here in that flex foot, grip the socks again and kind of keep holding and pulling, pulling, pulling. 3, 2, 1, let the socks go. One more time, pointed foot. Pick up your socks under your toes. This time we keep the socks under our toes. Keep them there and pull the foot back towards the shin. But don't let go of those socks. Keep pulling, keep pulling, keep pulling. And hold and pull for 3, 2, and then drop the socks and shake out that ankle. Let's do 1 more circle on each ankle. So go back to that first leg. Gently bringing the knee up again, gripping behind the knee. I kind of interlock my hands behind my knee and I have my thumbs on either side of my knee. From here, point your foot, pick up your socks under your toes. Don't let them, we should be picking up $1 million bills. Let's pick up that $1 million bill and slowly start drawing a circle. Don't let your bill go. Start drawing your circle towards the midline of your body. Oh, sorry, I dropped my million. Sorry, I got to restart. There we go. Okay, slowly start drawing that circle. Nice and controlled around. That full dorsiflex foot. Check out there that you haven't dropped your lottery ticket to the outside and continue that smooth circle all the way back to your pointed foot. In your pointed foot, if you need to readjust and pick up your bill again, pick it up, switch directions. Towards the outside now. It's only that ankle carving out the circle. Knee, hip aren't moving. Keep holding those toes tight, verging on cramping, but letting your foot take that tension, making your ankle work all the way to your pointed foot. Pull it towards your shin, and then relax it again.
Is that only the first side?
Yeah, back to the other side, second side.
That's great stuff, but holy, that was work.
Again, gripping behind the knee. Let's start in our pointed foot. So point, $1 million bill. What color would it be? Purple.
I was going to say.
Pick up your purple million and slowly start drawing that circle towards the center.
I think the $1,000 bill was more purple.
Yeah, actually, I think you're right. Wonder who's on that. Oh, and I guess the 10 is purple.
So they must know we're not from the States because it would be green.
The 10 is purple. Slow circle all the way to the pinky side. Oh, don't let that knee move with you as you scrape out the edge to your full pointed foot. If you have to re-pick up that bill, pick it up, keep it if you have it, and start articulating your circle towards the pinky side or the outside. We're trying to scrape all the corners of the circles here, making sure we're not cutting any corners. All the way back to that full point. Keep the bill under your toes as you pull your foot back to flex foot. And then let your bill go. Send it over to me, barsandbells.com. And relax. And then it's Ian's turn.
We're going to come back to that breath. So we're going to stay on the floor. Maybe a little Russian roll, maybe just call it back in the day. Just, have your knees go side to side. Might just feel nice to break up that position on your back. But just hang out. We'll continue with that breath. Hand on the belly. Did you know you have abs? Yes, we all do. Some of us think they're 6, some of us think they're 8, and some of us think they're 24 that's in hiding. But you have them. So we're going to find them with a forced exhale today with our breath. Hand on the belly. Take a big belly breath in. And during Lauren's drills, are you breathing in and out of your nose? Trying always. Take one more breath in. And then exhale. And hold. And now exhale. And hold. And exhale. And hold.
I'm out of exhales.
One more.
I'm out of exhales.
Good. And a slow inhale. And then let it relax for a second. That forced exhale, as Lauren said, she's out of room. Wonderful. Feel that there's a saran wrap of your abdominals pulling down on that diaphragm, ready to take a nice big inhale in a second. Let's do that for twice more. 4-second breath in, exhale, and then no inhales for 4 in a row. Ready to go?
Yes.
Here we go. 4-second inhale to start. Hold for 4. 3, 2, start your exhale. Now hold empty for 4. And exhale again. Hold. Exhale again. Hold. Is there one more in there? Exhale. Now slow inhale. And then relax. Find spaces. We all have abs, but we all probably also don't like this being called our inner tube. Fill your tube full of air to help support your spine and to stay strong in all of your lifts. From the ankles and our breath, we're going to get into the knees, and I might try to squeak in a little bicep action here too. Elbows.
Oh, you those buddies joints.
Knees first.
Knees buddies first. Let's place our arms just at our side on the floor here. Bring one knee towards your chest into that hip flexion. Have your leg fully bent, so your knee is as closed as possible. Your foot is going to be a dorsiflex foot. So a flexed foot, let's grip that bill again so our toes don't do anything crazy. From here, keep the ankle the same, but slowly extend at the knee as if you're kicking through water. Slowly straighten. Get to your safe straight. Let's keep our toes clenched, but point our foot. Maybe that allows us to straighten our knee a bit more. Keep it just as straight as it is right now, but try to pull your foot towards your shin. Now, keep that tightness in the foot and the toes and curl back through water like you're kicking your butt. So you're going to close your knee up, firing up your hamstring in the back of your leg, full closure, deepest knee bend, hold. Hold tension in that deep knee bend for 3, 2, keep the tension and straighten again. Keep that tension. Toes are still gripping your winning lottery ticket. Full straighten, hold. 3, 2, one more time, close and curl. Curl. Tap your back of your leg if you want. Hammy, hammy, hammy. Full close, hold the knee tight, close. 3, 2, and then relax it. Whew. Put that foot, well, you can shake that leg a little bit out, and then put that leg back to where you got it. Other leg, same thing. Knee comes up over chest, hip flexion. From here, check in with your ankle. We're going to go flexed foot, but gripping your bills underneath your toes. Bend your knee as much as you can and hold that tension there. Fully bent knee, flexed ankle, hold. 3, 2. Now keep tension, so fight against yourself to straighten your leg. One side of your leg is wanting to straighten, the other side is saying, don't straighten. And then you're safe straight, hold it. Point your foot, keep the toes bent, point your foot. Now keep that knee as straight as you can and flex your foot. So pulling that foot towards the shin again, hold that for 3, 2, and then fight yourself to close your leg. Hamstrings lighting up, all of them. There's 3, light up all 3. Fully close the knee and hold it tight for 3, 2, and then relax. Whew. Let that knee take some tension, but let it be off here.
Great. From here, stay on your back. Bend those elbows and keep your elbows on the floor with your fingertips pointing to the ceiling. Bring your elbows into the body. From here, I'm going to try to move Lauren's arms. She's going to contract her biceps and her triceps. That's a really hard move for me to move her either direction. 5, 4, and relax. At home, without that resistance, can you find that way to make that tension? For 3, 2, and then switch your direction as Lauren tries to push away and relax. Now extend those elbows all the way to straight so the palms are facing up. Cramp up the backs of those arms or those triceps. Don't go anywhere yet, but make it work so hard, and then with the tension on the tricep, activate those biceps and bring them back up towards your safe full flexion or biceps curl. Towards my position here, and Lauren's doing wonderful. Just stay slow. Now, from up top here, my hands are on her hands, I promise. Try to push away. Push away. Create that tension, and then nice and slow, continue to go all the way through till you straighten out your arms at the bottom. For one more repetition, turn the palms over, cramp up those triceps, the backs of the arms, press into the floor, then ask the elbows and biceps to do a bend as you pull the palms off the floor, high tension on biceps, to again your safe deep elbow flexion, not truly in my position here, but that nice deep elbow flexion as Lauren's showing here. Then again, with tension and resistance, push away, using the backs of the arms as the triceps and the front of the elbow or the bicep there as resistance. And then shake it out. Warm up our arms. Let's get into that rib cage now. And we'll do that from getting onto our cat-cow or our all-fours position.
Do you want to learn a tidbit of something neat I was thinking about while we were breathing?
Yeah.
You have something in your lungs, I don't know if you knew this, called residual volume. And so there's always air in your lungs to keep them inflated. But you can never expend unless you puncture a lung. That residual volume. Isn't that neat?
Yeah, I'll top up that breath. So we're on all fours again. The usual cues of wide open fingertips, blood donations forward, elbow pits pulled down. First, we'll pay attention to our lumbar spine, looking as Lauren is between the hands or slightly out in front the way I am. Pull the hands towards the knees, and then vertebrae by vertebrae, starting at the tailbone, flex the lumbar spine. Meaning that cat shape or the rounding flexing shape shows itself between the tailbone and the base of the ribs. Then stop and press the hands forward, push the floor back through the knees and the hips. And then you can extend that tailbone to get more into our cat shape. Cow or extension. Now pull hands to knees, feel tension first, and then starting way down low on that tailbone, start to flex. A modest round is probably the strong round and the one that we're trying to go for. Hang out for a second, press the floor forward, push the floor back with the knees and hips, and then tilt the tailbone or take it into extension or cow. I do that one more time. Let's pull hands and knees together to shore up our slack or our tension, and then asking the abs on the front to flex the spine, pull the hips underneath. Hold for a 1-1000, press the floor forward, arms, back, legs, and extend that lumbar spine. Take time off those hands, just give them a little bit of a wiggle, and then we're going to play with this mid-spine here, or that T-spine. Come back to all fours. On all fours, pack the shoulders. Tuck a chin a little bit. Hold Lauren's $1 million bell lightly at first between your chin and the top of your sternum. From here, pull the shoulders down, shoulder blades in retraction, and flex the spine slightly to show a cat shape in the upper back. Right. Now, pull down on the abdominals, push forward, and try to push that heart into extension, or again, that cow shape up front. A modest shape is probably the strong one. Hold for a second, stay, but just relax the tension. Regrip the hands, retuck the chin, push the floor forward through the hands and back through the feet, and keeping the abs tight, we're trying to push the sternum or the heart here into extension or forward, continuing for 3, 2, stay, and just relax. I'd like to do that one more time. Recalibrate those hands, screw them in, $1 million chin tuck, push the floor forward, hands, back legs, and heart forward into that T-spine extension or cow shape. And we'll work here for 5, 4, and that took my breath away a little bit. We'll relax. Lauren will take us through one more movement for that upper back, one of my favorite variations in a rotation, our little pretzel.
Cue rotation.
Pretzel.
Either from kneeling or from your chair. Hips are blocked, so no moving in the hips, only moving that rib cage and upper body. I like to cross my arms here. Oh, sorry.
That's okay too. That's a good one. I love that one.
Okay.
Pretzels are nice. That's
I
nice
heard the pretzel there last.
Yeah, this is good.
Okay, we'll do this. Maybe we'll finish with that. Yeah. Okay. Cross your arms across your chest. Hips don't move. I want to just explore that upper body to start. Find a rotation. One direction. And now check in, try to breathe while you're over there. Exhale, maybe you rotate a bit more. And then pull yourself back to center. We're going to do the same thing the other way. As you go the other way, check in where your head neck is. That it's not doing more rotation than your upper body. It's in line with your sternum. Back to center. Okay, we're going to add to this time. Rotate that upper body away from center. Take a nice inhale. Exhale, side bend off that back corner. Pull yourself back up tall. Try to rotate further. Exhale, bend off that back corner. Pull yourself up tall. One more time, try to rotate further. Side bend off that back corner. Pull, and then return by pulling your abs to center. Whew. Other direction. Tall, relax shoulders, rotate that upper body, dip into that corner, pull up tall, try to rotate further, exhale, dip into that corner, pull yourself up tall, rotate one more time, dip into that corner, pull tall, pull yourself back to center, and relax. Whew.
Those rotations. Love a good rotation, like in our windmills, like in our get-ups, and like in real life. It's all about that rotation. From here on the ground, we'll get into the lunges. It's time to come on up. We've been on the ground a lot today, but it doesn't mean you weren't working. So I hope that you feel nice and mobile in the low body and ready to go. From here, lunge position. Lauren will do a quarter turn to face sideways, and I'll be facing forward. One of the hardest things I do find in this lunge is getting into it in a graceful kind of way. If you're tall on your knees, extended through the hips the way Lauren is showing, could you take a single leg and bring it out front? Nice. When you brought it out front, did it happen to go out here? That's okay, we'll get there in a second, but for right now, keep it in the front. We level hips, we hike hips, we scoop and we tuck, and we do all those things to make sure that we look like Exhibit Lauren here, where the vertical front shin, vertical back leg stacked from her knee to hip to shoulder to head in a nice straight line. Take a moment. Now, can we slide that leg underneath? Keep this hip pushing forward to bring the other one back. Same thing but opposite. Keep this hip on my left forward. That's a hard one for me personally. Then again, little hike, little twist, little level, little tuck. Where are we in that nice strong position? And then again, keep forward or extended on the back leg as we look to slide the other leg underneath. Let's repeat the other leg to the front, avoiding going out to the side for now. But now, let's move it out towards the side, that heel toe action. Again, we want forward facing hips, and a generally lateral facing leg. How's that feeling? We can do the same things. We can hip hike. We can find level, hip hike level. We can tuck, whew, feels different. We can tip the punch out the front or spill the punch. And we'll do that once more each again of tucking under the hip and then tilting towards the back. Find that tall position in the middle. Bring that heel lunge towards center. Extend the back leg as you bring the other one back. And then, ooh, that got easier that time. Or maybe that was actually my easier side. Not sure. But again, from that center position, heel toe towards the side. Make sure in this position that your foot and knee are generally facing the same direction. From here, try a little hip hike. Is it your hips moving? Or is it the shoulders? Concentrate on those actions happening in the hips. Then the tuck under, the little tip forward, spill punching forward, and then one more of each. Little tuck, little tilt, and then find tall in the middle. Then heel toe that to the front. We're going to stand up here. So push down and away, front leg forward, back, and extend. And we're standing.
Tall.
Lauren's going to be in the front. I'll be pulling up the rear. And hi, Jane Fonda.
Oh, good. Okay, I can do
Hi,
it.
Jane.
Jane.
How are you today, Jane?
All right.
You want to come to our class, Jane?
2 legs
Love to have you.
in parallel here. Both feet pointing forward. Let's just warm up with our knees over our toes, staying up tall in our upper body, and then standing up tall, pulling your kneecaps up, squeezing your butt, extending your hips. Repeat. When you push your knees over your toes, are your toes still heavy on the floor? All of them, all 10. But also, are your heels still heavy? All 2. And then stand up tall, pull up like you're in a straw. One more time. Knees over toes. Toes heavy, heels heavy. Maybe you can sink a little lower. This time, extend up and roll up to find a 2-footed toe balance here. Nice and controlled, pushing yourself away from the floor. Kneecaps up, butts are squeezed, tucked under. 3, 2. Now slow descent to find the floor with your heels. Slow. Let's repeat that one more time. Knees over toes. I lied. Intermission. Can you come up to your toes here? Nice. Push your heels back down. Come up to your toes again. Stay on your toes, stand up. Slow descent. One more. This time, up to your toes first. Knees over toes. Heels find the floor. Stay here. Try to find your toes again. Maybe you can sink a little lower, but when you put your heels down, I want you to try to stay the same height. Heels down, and then stand up tall, and relax. Oh, nice. Push-ups.
Push-ups. For today, as we integrate those hinges, let's work on the hinge to get towards the floor. Then we'll do that mountain peak or down dog as we find ourselves into our position, keeping things mostly classic for the first one here today, and then exploring the next set. So you can take those hip chops, pressing the hips back as I reach for that bar behind myself here out on the wall. In this position, the shins are vertical, the shoulders packed. Then you might either squat down deeper or tip towards forward and walk out to that high planks position. Put your knees down, take a moment, look at the camera. Where are your hands going to be in your push-up? Mine are going to be here. What about you? Good. And then at the bottom, whoa, falling into it.
There.
We're here. Keeping those elbows at the sides towards this position, avoiding the internal rotation or those ears and shoulders connecting. Keep them down low. Okay, we'll go for 5 repetitions as a maximum. Maybe we do 1 over 10 seconds like I'll do, or we'll let Lauren rep it out for 5.
That's
Here
nice
we
of
go.
you.
I think 10 seconds is harder than 5.
5. Here we go.
Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. And then I'm into my knees to press up, and I get to rest. Cool. Now we'll find Lauren's peak position or down dog. Take your time. Maintain the extension shape in your spine as long as you can. And then when you're back in towards that hinging or deadlifting position, extend the hips to tall. And we're going to cue up some more balances on those toes here.
More balances. I'd like to get today into our forward-backwards transfers here. So let's stand in parallel and then squeeze our butts and turn out our feet slightly. Transfer weight onto one of your legs, point the other leg to the front, and place the foot down through a toe, a ball, and a heel placement. Find a place that's comfortable-ish but challenging. From here, keep your front foot flat as you push off your back foot to try to find a balance or a weight transfer to your front foot. Maybe even you're lifting up that back leg off the floor. Hold. 3, 2, accept the floor with that back foot, going toe, ball, heel. Pushing the front foot away to transfer weight to your back foot to hold for 4, 3, 2. If that was hard enough, continue doing that. If you'd like more, toe, ball comes down, heel. We're in between 2 feet. From there, we're going to push up and grow tall to a toe balance. We're going to try a transfer again. So we're going to push off that back leg, trying to balance on our front foot on our toes and holding for 3, 2. Then tap that back foot down, absorb into the toe balance, push the front foot forward to transfer your weight to your back foot, squeeze the cheek, stack on top of it and hold for 3, 2. Tap that front toe ball down, and then both feet trying to land your heels at the same time with your hips forward. Transfer weight to your back foot, pull the leg to center. Same thing other side. Point to the front, toe, ball, heel. Push off the back leg with a front flat foot to transfer weight to that front leg and hold a balance. 3, 2, then toe, ball, heel, pushing that front leg forward to transfer weight to the back leg. Holding. 3, 2, 1. Toe, ball, heel, in between 2 feet now. Push up to grow tall. Push off the front leg to transfer weight to push off the back leg to transfer weight to the front leg. And hold that front legged balance for 3, 2, 1. Back foot comes down just to the toe and the ball. Find that balance by transferring weight. Holding for 4, 3, 2. Front foot comes down. And then slow descend, landing both feet at the same time. Push off your front foot to transfer weight to your back leg. Close. Shake it out.
That was way harder than I wanted that to be.
Oh.
I love my first. I like our second. That position out front may be called our fourth, and I find that so very hard.
You go wide in your fourth.
I know, but it's again that place where you're strong and not just flexible to get to. So we're always trying to work on that. Lauren's wanted to show us a new version of push-ups today. We asked the question in the last practice, do we do too many push-ups, not enough? What do you like about push-ups? We had some feedback, and they wanted to try something same but different. So here it is. Lauren will repetition out 2 or 3 frog push-ups and just watch at first. Planking position, and back slower, 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 because it's harder. There we go. Nice. Maybe that's 3. That's the pace we're looking for there. Okay. Does that look like fun? I'll do a couple as Lauren explains what my tailbone and my knees will be doing in that position.
Let me also state that you can also do this from modified position. I'll talk Ian through it, but that modified position is when I come back here, my knees could be down as I push through modified push-up. Then I could even hover my knees if I wanted to and still come through to my modified push-up, progressing to that full-blown frog. All right, push-up position to start. Push-up position, good. From there, push the floor away so your butt starts to go back over your ankles. Right now, that tail is long, tilted towards the ceiling, not rounded low back. Push off your feet to push yourself forward into your push-up position. Try to lower through your push-up, your safe range. Nice. And then from there, hips push back, arms push forward. Nice. Pull the floor together as you pull yourself through center. Nice controlled push up. Watching that head chicken neck. Pushing the floor away. Nice. Pulling as you come through. Last one here. How'd it go? Well, nice. And then soft landing.
And then let's inchworm back up.
Let's.
We have those wide open hands with stiff elbows, tailbone lightly tilted to the ceiling, pushing the tailbone up, thinking extension through the knees. Then we'll straighten up, hinge, keeping that upper back extended, and then extend the hips to tall. Wiggle it out. No, we didn't forget about those toe lunges. We had some feedback from that. It wasn't the favorite, but it definitely added to the challenge. As we get into these last two movements for the low body, our toe squats and toe lunges, modify as you need, keeping your feet flat, or add the challenge as we will be here on the toes. So, stand with 2 feet under your hips. Take a stride front or back. I'll be taking a stride back. Check. Then, raise up onto the ball of the foot.
Sorry, the front foot?
Front foot and the back toe. Hang out here, and for 10 seconds, adduct or pull into our straw, albeit a very wide straw here. Pull into center for a couple more seconds, and let the front heel come down, push off the back to come forward. Stride forward or stride back again, same thing on the other side. To the back is the front shin in a vertical position. I hope so, I check. Then, press to the ball of the foot. The thing we want to think about here again is, as you're going for 10 seconds, is the back ankle. Avoid my back ankle shape or that sickle shape, and instead adduct or pull into center for 2 more seconds, and then relax. By heel down in the front, and push off the back leg to go forward. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Maybe that's where you stay for today. You just stay on those tippy toes, hold about a 10-second balance, and come down with control. Excuse me. Or follow along for up to 3 repetitions of our toe lunge here. So, stride to the back, ball of foot in the front, keeping the hip forward in the back, and the ankle unsickled or hugging center, descend in your lunge, stand up tall to those tippy toes, really extending through the back butt cheek. Same thing. Pull the back leg forward, pull the front leg into center, descend in your lunge, and up to tall with a safely fully extended hip or butt cheek in the back. Final repetition, hug that line as to avoid our sickled ankle, keep the hip forward to your safe low lunge, and then stand up, go front heel down, push off the back, bring the leg forward. Other side, same thing. Toe ball heel to the back.
Toe ball.
Set up, toe ball, and set up the front shin vertical. Then get on to the tippy toe in the front. Maintain the hip extension in the back leg as we descend in our lunge. So the back hip is pushing forward as that front hip is pulling in. Then extend to the top through the back leg, extending, cramping up that knee, in the sense of the kneecaps pulling up. Same deal. The hip in the back is going forward, keeping our upright posture. We're sucking in that femur bone on the front leg, and then as we get as low as we can, we'll extend. And our third repetition here is the front shin vertical. Pull in on the front leg, push forward through the back. Lauren is as low as she's ever gotten there for this rep here. And then extend through the back leg, heel down in the front, push off. And then when Lauren's mouth goes quiet and she goes off to the side, it's hard for us all. Make it nice and challenging for yourself at home.
Just nose breathing, recovering, and
For the last time today,
murmuring sweet nothings under my...
And get into our push-up, whether it's your 10-second push-up, your repetitions of 5, or something new. I'm going to try 3 repetitions of the frog push-up. So, hinge to the floor, planking positions. I'll do a single repetition of a push-up. Like Lauren cued, my tailbone long as I press away to my frog hover. I'll push off my feet and pull with my hands, and then a push-up. My tailbone is long as I press the floor forward to go back. And then one more time here, pull the floor, frog push-up. And then walk yourself to the down dog or the mountain peak. Get those shins vertical, extend through the spine, butt cheek squeeze, all the way up, and relax. We also had some nice feedback after last session about our sumo squat and how that was the first time someone had been joining us online and they really enjoyed our sumo. We'll save that for next week, but today we'll do our sumo squat from our tippy toes to again add that adduction tension and stability through the hips. Set up as Lauren did earlier with us in parallel, and then pivot on heels, and then transfer weight to the one side, tendu or point out to the side, and step underneath. Pulling down into our horse stance, plie or squat. Making sure that as Lauren's showing here, we're between two panes of glass with our hips underneath. Now push down that the heels have nowhere else to go but up. And press the heels down. And then push the feet down that we can stand up. I know that can be pretty intense on hips. Let's build our endurance. We'll be doing 3. If you need to reset in between the way we just did, do it. Build our endurance. Let's go. Ready, Lauren?
Mm-hmm.
Hands wherever you want. I like my hands on the holsters. Lauren's praying to the sumo gods here. Pull yourself into your horse stance, descending low. From here, push down on those balls of feet that the heels come up. Hold for 3, 2, heels down. Could you sink a millimeter deeper? Then push the toes, rising up, pushing those middle ankle bones forward for 1 more second. Then heels down. Could you sink 1 more level low?
No.
And then one last time, if you're with us, to get towards those tippy toes. Then heels down and push away to stand up tall. And then wiggle. Yeah. Wiggle that out. So whether you're in the back, doubled over, maybe we worked too hard. Or maybe Lauren's just putting it on.
Just putting it on.
Or maybe different
That was
bodies
easy.
are you're ready and willing to take on different challenges. Lauren takes on those morning runs like a champion.
You hold these legs in a
Make
place.
coffee at home.
Oh.
We all have our skills and drills, and our favorites or least favorites.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for sharing with us here today. Those are some of my favorite exercises for toes, fingertips, and those important things
And
like our abs and
elbows.
knees. Get those elbows going.
Toes and elbows.
Ooh, little rhyme.
Yeah.
I like that. Keeping with the rhyme and in the essence of time, so sorry for that. It's time for us to go. We'll be here on the weekend with a morning routine on Sunday and a play day on Saturday. Tell your friends, tell your family. Have they visited barsandbells.com? Are they a member on the website? Do they subscribe to some of our free content on YouTube? We'll be busy in studio with real life sessions and continuing our online training.
Mm-hmm.
So, as
See you
Lauren
here.
signs off, hitting
See you
those
there.
show keys, we'll be signing off for today and look forward to training with you next week. Goodbye. Have a good weekend. Enjoy the fall weather.
See ya.